Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are going on a short trip to New Jersey and listen to a little story. A little story about things that happened in the skies lately. So relax, take a coffee or a tea or just close your eyes and listen. Okay, Jersey, we need to talk. We're known for a lot of things, right? Pizza that's technically better than New York's, don't it me? Diners that are open 24/7 and serve everything from disco fries to blueberry pancakes, and, of course, the shore. But lately, we've been adding a new item to the Garden State's resume. Uninvited aerial guests. And no, I'm not talking about those seagulls that aggressively eye your boardwalk fries. It started subtly, like background noise in the hum of everyday life. Just a few whispers on local Facebook groups, a blurry photo here and there on Twitter. Anyone else seeing these weird drones? Someone would post in the Ocean County Buzz group. Saw one over Tom's River earlier, totally silent, just hovering there. At first, it was easy to dismiss. Drones are everywhere these days, right? Probably some kid messing around, or maybe even some legit company doing aerial surveys. Who knows? Jersey's got a bit of everything. But then the sightings started to ramp up. It wasn't just Tom's River anymore. People in Morristown, in Princeton, even over in freaking Hoboken were reporting them. Same description kept popping up. Silent, black, kind of flat and rectangular, moving in ways that didn't quite look normal. Like not your do-it-yourself phantom drone from Best Buy. These things were gliding, almost drifting, sometimes hanging in midair for ages with zero engine noise. Videos started circulating. Clearer now, shaky phone footage capturing these dark shapes against the twilight sky. Local news, always on the lookout for a quirky story to fill the 5 p.m. slot, started to pick up on it. Mysterious objects spotted over New Jersey. Drones or something more. One headline blared. The theories started flying faster than the drones themselves. Kids with souped-up models? Secret military tests? Government surveillance? Everyone had an opinion. My Uncle Tony, who swears he saw Bigfoot in the Pine Barrens back in '87, was convinced it was aliens from day one. "Mark my words," he'd say over Sunday gravy. "They're scouting us out." "Mark my words." We'd all roll our eyes and pass him another meatball. But even the skeptics were starting to get a little itchy. Because the drones, or whatever they were getting bolder. They weren't just distant specks in the sky anymore. People were seeing them closer to homes, hovering over parks, even pacing cars on the parkway. There were reports of them occasionally dipping down low, real low, almost like they were checking things out. Kids were reporting them buzzing schoolyards during recess. Dogs were going nuts, barking at something invisible in the air. That unsettling feeling, that prickle of unease, started to spread like wildfire through the digital grapevine. Then it happened. The day the sky above Jersey stopped being just blue and started looking different. It was a Tuesday, pretty normal Jersey kind of Tuesday in late spring. Bit humid, hint of charcoal smoke in the air, thanks to someone firing up the grill early. And then the sky went weird. It wasn't a dramatic lightning strike kind of event, more like a slow burn. People started noticing these weird shimmering lights, high up, way above where the drones usually hung out. Initially, they looked like stars, maybe brighter than usual, a bit off color. But then they started moving. Slowly at first, then gathering speed, and they weren't stars. Not even close, they were eggs. Big, fat, metallic eggs hanging in the sky. Egg-shaped UFOs. I know, sounds like something out of a bad sci-fi flick, right? But there they were, hanging over Jersey like giant, chrome Easter eggs dropped by a seriously messed up intergalactic bunny. The silence broke. The hum of everyday life, those casual Jersey sounds of lawnmowers and turnpike traffic, got swallowed by a new sound. It started low, a deep rumble, like distant thunder. But it grew steadily, relentlessly. And it wasn't thunder. It was the sound of a lot of very big things moving through the atmosphere. The eggs started to descend, not falling, not crashing, but gliding down with an unnerving grace, drifting like oversized silver raindrops. As they got closer, the details became horrifyingly clear. They weren't smooth and polished like in the movies. They were textured, almost organic looking, with seams and plates that shifted and clicked as they moved. And they were huge. Each one dwarfed anything we were used to seeing in the sky: helicopters, planes, even those blimps they occasionally drag over MetLife Stadium. Panic, real honest-to-God panic, erupted. Forget those blurry drone photos. Now everyone was seeing this with their own eyes. Phones were out recording, streaming, desperately trying to capture the sheer unbelievable scale of what was unfolding. Social media exploded. UFOs New Jersey became the top trending topic globally in about 30 seconds flat. The emergency broadcast system, usually reserved for weather warnings and amber alerts, crackled to life. A voice, shaky and clearly trying to sound calm, announced, "Unidentified aerial phenomena. Multiple sightings. Authorities investigating." Investigating? Honey, we were way past investigating. We were in full-blown, capital A, alien invasion territory. The egg-shaped ships started to spread out. They weren't bombing us, not yet. They weren't shooting lasers or vaporizing landmarks, thankfully. Imagine explaining to your insurance company that your house was vaporized by an egg-shaped UFO. Instead, they just landed. They touched down in fields, in parks, and this is peak Jersey, the freaking parking lot of a ShopRite in Paramus. One even parked itself right smack dab in the middle of the Holland Tunnel approach, backing up traffic in a way that made rush hour on the turnpike look like a Sunday drive. The ground trembled with each landing. A strange metallic scent filled the air, like burning copper mixed with something else, something sharp and alien. People scrambled, trying to get inside, trying to get away. But where do you go when the sky itself is falling? The highways became gridlocked. Sirens wailed in the distance, but they sounded thin and useless against the backdrop of the alien rumble. From some of the landed ships, hatches began to open, slowly, deliberately, like giant metallic flowers blooming in reverse. Darkness yawned from within, and from that darkness, things emerged. We haven't seen them clearly yet, not really. Not enough to describe them in detail. They're shadowy, angular, and unsettlingly tall. They move with a kind of fluid grace that's both fascinating and terrifying. They don't look insect-like, not exactly, but there's something segmented about them, something jointed and unnatural. And they're definitely not here to ask us for directions to seaside heights. Right now, Jersey is occupied, or at least parts of it are. The drones are still buzzing around, now joined by smaller dart-like ships that zip between the egg ships like worker bees around a hive. The air is thick with an alien energy, a sense of something profoundly, fundamentally different. The TV is still babbling about the unidentified phenomena and urging calm. But you can see the fear in the news anchor's eyes. Nobody's calm. Nobody's even close to calm. We're huddled inside listening to the news, watching the blurry live streams, trying to make sense of the impossible. The world outside our windows has changed irrevocably, and we're just starting to realize the scale of it. Jersey, the state of diners and boardwalks and questionable traffic choices, has become ground zero for well, for whatever this is. An invasion? A takeover? An egg-laying expedition? Uncle Tony's probably doing a victory dance in his basement right now, yelling, "I told you so," at his collection of Bigfoot figurines. Whatever it is, it's here, and right now all anyone in Jersey can do is wait and watch and wonder what happens next. And honestly, I'm not sure I want to know, but something tells me we're about to find out whether we like it or not. Just another day in Jersey, right? Except this time, the mosquitoes are definitely not native. So, that was our little story about strange things going on above our heads. I hope you enjoyed the short trip. I would be happy if you consider to leave a like and subscribe. I wish you the best, your mystery storyteller.